funny. I was thinking earlier today something I wish I had known like 20 years ago. This changed my life when I really understood this. Um, um, there they go again. Is understanding that everything in life is an investment. And what I mean by that is every decision you make, ultimately, it's an investment. Wow, the hummingbirds. The food you drink, what I say, the food you drink, the food you eat, whatever you drink, the TV you watch, the music you listen to, your friends that you think are all your friends, your family members, and most importantly, who you choose to have a life with. And that's like your biggest decision, ultimately. Because it's either a liability or it's an asset. Because you're going to get an ROI on every one of those decisions. It's going to be positive or it's going to be negative. You can look at some people and you can tell by, what they eat. It's primarily a liability because it's personified through their physique. Ultimately, when I understood that, every decision I'm making, hence why now I don't hang out with many people, is because I'm so mindful of the fact that it's a liability or it's an asset. I'm going to get an ROI on everything. And sometimes when I eat, I don't make the best decisions, you know. But that's why I say I wish I would have known that like 20 years ago, because I'd be light years ahead of where I'm at right now. And I'm grateful for where I'm at right now. But that really changed my perspective on life. I'm very mindful with what I consume in my life, what I participate in on TV, music, especially. Like I said, I don't know if you guys watched my other video. When I quit drinking, I said I don't even listen to the same music anymore. That changed. It was more like had a negative vibe to it. And I'm such a different person now that now when I hear it, I'm like, wow, that is, I don't want that coming into my mind. There is times I'll go back to a couple old songs that I like and I'll listen to it, but I'm very mindful now of what I'm paying attention to. Movies, TV, everything. And friends. It's funny, I look at friends now and some guys I grew up with, one in particular, I won't hang out, we won't hang out anymore. He's choosing his path like he always does, getting in trouble all the time. Almost 40 years old, still making the same decisions. And who you choose to come into your life, they're going to have that effect on you. It's going to be positive or it's going to be a negative one. And when I was younger, I was a liability to people when I had my, head up my ass and I was acting a fool. And then relationships, that's like the biggest one because you're going to be around that person majority of your day, so you want to make sure you're with someone that's bringing you that positive ROI. They're an asset, and you really get that like when you hang out with people in general. Do they bring wind to your sails or are they like an anchor, So that is something I truly wish I would have figured out a long time ago, but then at the time I wasn't there. We're all at a certain place consciously, our awareness, where we're at, so I always much more mindful now with decisions that I'm making. And when you look at life like that as an investment, just like you would if you had a retirement plan or stocks or whatever you're doing, you're going to watch and you're going to be very mindful where you're putting your money, because ultimately, yeah, it's going to be a little volatile. It's going to go up, it's going to go down, but ultimately you want that positive ROI. But it's funny how people put up with so much more negative bullshit in their life. They wouldn't with their money. They're going to take it out. You're losing money in stocks or whatever. Oh, we're taking it out. But with people, you keep getting negativity, hanging out with people, and they keep putting up with it. And it's funny, you get in life what you tolerate. It's that simple. If you tolerate bad behavior, well, you're going to keep getting that. So, I don't know, it's a quick video, but that's something I was thinking about this morning, and just something I wish I would have known a long time ago, and hopefully it can help one of you guys. So thanks for tuning in, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one.